Hello everyone, today we're going to demonstrate how to install Casper on your Mac using GitHub and your native Python installation to run it. So what we're going to do to start is open the Launchpad and open your terminal. From there we're going to navigate to the folder that we want to install Casper to. In the root directory of my system, I've made this folder called software, which is where we're going to install Casper. So within the terminal, just cd to the appropriate directory. And you can see that we're in software now. And then all you're going to do is type the command Git Clone and then the URL of the repository. So if we go to github.com/trendlab/Casper app, this is the homepage of the Casper app repository. Make sure you're on the master branch, and you can pull the appropriate URL from here. Simply click that button and it'll copy it. And then you can go back in here and you can paste it. And then you run this command, and what that will do is it will download Casper app to the folder that you're currently in. It says that we are already done, so if we look at all the files in here, we see that we have one folder called Casper app. So let's go ahead and enter that folder using this command cd. And now we're inside of the Casper app directory. We can look around and we see all the files that we need to run Casper are within here. I'm going to clear this window. So we highly recommend using a Python version between 3.6 and 3.8. We also recommend that if you're on really any operating system, that you use a virtual environment to make sure that all of the dependencies and the correct Python installations are in the same place. So I'm going to use Python 3.8.11, and I'm going to also install a virtual environment to this Casper app directory. So before you start, you want to make sure you have the virtual environment package. So you can run the command pip3 install virtual env, and that will make sure that you have the package. I already have it, so it's just saying that the requirement's already satisfied. And here's where we found the package. So that means that I'm good to go running virtual environment. So the command is simply virtual env, and then this is the name of your virtual environment. I'm going to call it Casper_env. And then I always make sure to use this -p flag, which specifies the path to a specific Python version you want to be in that virtual environment. So I have a version of Python in my user local bin directory called Python 3.8. So I will create the virtual environment using that, and you can see that it created the virtual environment with Python 3.8.11. That's what we want. So once we have created our environment, we can then activate it using this source command. So we activate into the environment, into the bin directory. Then there's a script called activate that we use to enter the environment, and now you can see that we're in the Casper_env virtual environment. From here, installing the necessary dependencies for Casper is pretty straightforward. All you have to type is first update your pip3 installation. So pip3 install -- upgrade pip. Run that command and it'll say, oh, you need to upgrade your pip. We'll do that for you. And then once you're done with that, type in pip3 install and then use the -r to show that you're going to pass it a list of requirements. And those requirements are stored within the repository in this requirements.txt file. So we're going to go ahead and run that. And as it's looking through all of those things, I can go ahead and show you what that requirements file looks like. Very simply, it is a list of all of the packages that Python needs to run Casper app and their versions. And you can see they're all here just in a row. So pip is able to take this file directly into it and download all of these packages for you, making the process for setting up your environment really streamlined. So it looks like it's already completed. So we'll just clear all that out. Now we should be ready to run Casper app using the command python3 main.py. And here we see the Casper window, startup window showing, asking us where we would like to store our Casper database files. We can select a directory, and then we will be ready to begin using Casper. One final note is that when you are running the code straight from the repository, it is wise to periodically use the command Git Pull to make sure you have the most up-to-date version of everything in the code base.